Marketing Action Plans, $500 Budget, Sign Writers. Good morning, this is Grandison Shines with Direct Business Marketing. Welcome to another edition of the Get Direct webinar series. Today we're going to continue our conversation on marketing your shorter stay calculator and other things that you can and should be doing when we're talking about marketing this wonderful product, getting you more leads, getting you more listings ultimately, right? So let's continue with our handy little diagram as we always have here. Let's take a look at this. We always go through this, and I want to make sure you know this like the back of your hand. Here we always have generate, capture, store, nurture. What are the at least five lead generating items that you are doing? From there, you have to have a way to capture the traffic, right? So making sure we capture that and then storing it at a place where you can keep and maintain your community, and then from there, nurturing those leads and eventually turning them into a client, turning them into selling your goods, your wares, your products, your services, whatever they may be. Okay, so let's talk about sign writers today. So obviously, if you're in the real estate industry, you know what sign writers are. You know how they can be used. Well, they have a good purpose in creating this whole independent message besides having your information about the particular house that's for sale, right? So from there, here, let's talk about some of the benefits. One, they're reusable. They're really good. They're really good and handy, but also to have them reusable is very, very good for you, right? So you can always tie this into whatever kind of marketing campaign you're doing, especially from a sign standpoint, but reusing these over and over into different yards, whatever. And as you know, the more you buy, most likely the cheaper they're going to be. So sign writers are a good way to get out that message. From there, they're highly visible, and you can always have that call to action right on that sign writer. So if you have a sign that has a message here about the home that's for sale, and then right underneath it has the call to action. So with that, you can also incorporate other graphics, make them very customizable. You can and also include QR codes. That's what I want to say, QR codes, and making sure that you have these information pieces so that you can continue to market the way you should be marketing. Sign writers, again, are a very good way to create that independent message. So here, homeowners, actually, the HOA, I should say, accepts the sign writer. So when we talk about HOA, and don't get me started on that one, but that's something that's fully acceptable. They work much better than sometimes the homeowners association do not like for you to use the H-frames or some of the other bandit signs, whatever you may want to call them. But sign writers are very, very acceptable. So go with sign writers when you're talking about marketing your shorter stay or whatever other call to actions that you have. But making sure that you use these appropriately, making sure that you can reuse these anywhere else, any other listings that you may have. And this is always a good addition. If you have a sign that's already in the yard, you can always eventually add another sign writer. So for those of you who have listings and you just got the shorter stay calculator, grabbing a sign writer, having that information piece on there, attaching it to your yard sign, you're all good and set to go. I'm Grandison Shines. Here's my contact information. You can feel free to call me at 602-369-8119, and you can also email me at grandison@directbusinessmarketing.com. Look forward to seeing you next week at the Get Direct webinar series, and we'll continue to talk about more things you can do in terms of marketing your shorter stay calculator. Thank you, and goodbye.